If you got any questions for the players, we can go ahead and open it up.
For any of you, particularly Heather and Jasmine, how does it feel, a 4th straight championship and a 4th straight NCAA tournament berth?
Oh man, it's an amazing feeling. We are truly blessed and fortunate to have a team each year to be able to win OVC Championship. But it's just a little different this year now because we're still hungry and we're not satisfied, and we want to get to the NCAA tournament but win a game and continue to prove ourselves to everybody.
Jasmine, Coach Neubauer said he had a little message for you two after the game. Said, you know, told you guys to try to go win one. How nice does it feel to hear that from somebody?
I mean, it's a great feeling knowing that we have support from the other coaches around the league, and it just helps our confidence to know that we can be able to, like, if he's saying that he's coming from Louisville, saying that we can have a chance to beat a team. I mean, that's to give us good confidence for the tournament.
All right, Coach McMillan, Coach, give us an opening statement on your victory, please.
Can you start it out? I wanted to hear your comments.
Okay. I thought that going into the game that we wanted the game to be kind of our style or our pace, and I thought that they would have trouble playing it, but we couldn't make them play the way that we wanted them to play. That's a tribute to them. And so we had to kind of grind it out a little bit with them, which was a little more in their wheelhouse. But I thought that we made, these guys made plays that kind of got the game under control for us. I thought the second half, Elizabeth Massengale made 2 or 3 really big shots that kept the distance there for us. And I thought Tiara Caldwell off the bench and then Charisma Tyson with the 3 at the end of the half. All 3 of those kids have had 2 big games for us. And it was a tough basketball game. Credit to Belmont, they played really well, and just fortunate for us. I mean, I think it's very fitting. I don't know, and all the records that these guys have set. Number 1 is a class. I'm sure Bill Worrell somewhere won 4 in a row. I'm sure he did, and he'll probably call me here later tonight and rub something in. But I don't know of another fitting way. I've been asked quite recently a few times, has there ever been 2 players that are number 1 and number 2 scoring in the conference that played at the same school at the same time? I would probably say that's never happened. And then for this class to win, and we should have Tab here with us, to win 4 championships. I mean, I don't think we ever dreamed of that when I recruited them and told them when they were high school seniors, hey, we're going to win some games. But very thrilled. You know, there's a sad part of this for these guys, for us, because they won't ever play in an OVC game again. But I think all of us are pretty happy to be where we are.
Coach, you talked about getting to the free throw line and capitalizing on that.
Well, the game kind of turned, the tournaments have kind of turned back into tournament basketball where the officials aren't quite as tight as they were during the season, which that doesn't help us. We need the game to be called tight. But, you know, we started being more aggressive, especially in the second half. And we need to get to the free throw line. I mean, we don't necessarily have a tremendous inside game. Asia's very good for us, but it's about all we've got. So a lot of the free throws are inside points to us. And I think that was, what, 18-7 difference. But I mean, they just got so many little easy baskets that I felt like that they just kept coming. But you know, to get to the foul line and to shoot whatever 83% for us, and then I think we shot 80-something the other day. That is a huge part of what we do.
Coach, how much did your heart stop maybe a little bit when Jasmine drives the lane there and ends up going over the row there in the first half? Any worries at all?
Well, fortunately, I didn't see it. So all I saw was Butler running around this side and somebody running that way, and I didn't know what she'd done. I thought maybe she was tired and needed a break and went and sat down. I don't know. Maybe if I'd seen it, literally, I was blocked by an official, and then I was blocked by their team, and I couldn't see what happened. So I'm sure if I go back and watch it on film, I'll be a little bit nervous. I was a little more worried when she twisted her ankle and nobody's around her, and she just twisted out in the middle of open. How do you do that? I mean, you take a spill and nothing's hurting, and you're out there in the middle of the floor and nobody's around you, and you twist an ankle. Like I said, she needed a little break, so she came over and got her rest and got ready to go back.
Jasmine, how did it feel going over? Did you need a minute to shake it off, or how did that feel when you know over the 2 ball girls and the table?
I was trying to dodge the little girl because I was gonna run dead smack into her. So I thought if I jump over her, I'll be fine. But I didn't realize there was a table right there, and I just fell. I was scared when I was in the air diving, but I was okay.
Butler couldn't have jumped over.
You were lucky you had somebody to catch it, Jeff.
When they cut it to 8 and then even 7, did you feel like you ever lost control of the game?
There for a minute, the last 3 minutes when they cut it down, but we wasn't. I think I turned the ball over then.
You
and
did.
Then,
You did.
but after we came, I think they came down. They didn't score on it. Then we came down, we scored, and I thought we were fine. We got it back under control.
Who hit the first 3? Was it Butler? You hit the first one?
Butler,
And then
yeah.
Katie hit the second one?
Katie.
I thought Katie's 3 was kind of the yeah, whatever you want to call it, nail, dagger, whatever it was. I really did. It was a great find. I don't know who found her, but whenever they did find her, you kind of knew it was going in. I mean, it was one of those plays that we talk about when you're in rhythm and everybody does what they're supposed to. You kind of knew it was going to go in. And Katie had a huge game. I mean, she quietly had 12 points. She played 36 minutes. 4 assists, 2 steals, I mean, 6 rebounds, and Katie's not the most gifted athlete that was on the floor, but had just a very, very solid game.
Heather, you guys shot 60% from 3 today and held them to 32%. How big a part of this game was that?
I mean, it was pretty big because, like Coach was talking about, well, I don't know if you were, but I'm saying it. If me and Jazz, we're being guarded pretty hard, and so when we drive in the lane, they're always having help, and there's always somebody there to help us or help off on us. So we kick it to Katie or to KT at the end of the half or anybody else, and they hit it, it helps us a lot. It's huge because then they cannot help off as much, and then that gives us an open lane to drive it. So it was huge.
Heather, you didn't have your best offensive game today. I mean, you were at 8 points until the very end. What do you say for all the times that you've kind of put this team on your back to have the others, some of the others, even besides Jasmine, step up?
Right. Oh, it's a lot of help. It really is because, I mean, when you have other people helping you and you don't have all the pressure on you and all the burden to, oh my God, I got to go in there, I got to score every game, I got to score every game. I mean, it's a lot of help, and you can breathe a little bit and you can relax. So, and that definitely was huge for us with KT and Katie and all of them contributing to the score.
Coach, go ahead.
Good.
Coach, you mentioned the 3 that Charisma hits there, her only shot of the game, and she does it at the buzzer. Was that a set play there?
No, well, yeah, it is a set play. We've run it a lot, but we've never scored. Basically, anytime that there's less than about 6 or 7 seconds on the clock, we're going to get the ball in one of these hands, full court, and then we put in shooters just to spread out. And they are going to get to the rim. So you're either going to, I mean, that's 2. I mean, you've got the full length of the floor to worry about. You can't keep them in front of you. So they're going to either make you help or you're going to let them score. And so we put Tyson in that corner, and I meant to put Katie over there. But Katie was running around kind of in a circle, and so I just said, get out of the way. And so Butler and Katie got on the other side. I figured Jasmine was going to go there. And Tyson shot the ball well yesterday. And, I mean, she had a good look. And, I mean, it was another pivotal shot for us. And that's the kind of team that we've got is kids that will come in and do one thing. And they know that shot may be the most important thing they've got to do. Even if I play for 2 minutes. The queen of that is sitting right over there. Megan has run on the floor for an out-of-bounds play and come right back off. I mean, she knows it's whatever I need to do to help this team, and if it's a minute, if it's a rebound, if it's whatever, and that's what Tyson did with that shot. I thought it was big.
Jasmine, 3 times MVP of this tournament. Coming and playing here, do you feel like during tournament time you're able to step up your game or anything special on this court?
I think I'm more focused during the tournament.
She is.
Is she?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, sorry. I couldn't make something up.
I think I'm more focused during the tournament, and I don't want to lose, so I know I have to step my game up because other teams are stepping their game up. I think it's just the will of me not wanting to lose, and I always play my best.
Okay.
Megan, you've dealt with some adversity in your career with some injuries, but you stuck with it. You're a part of this great class. Just talk what the last 4 years has meant to you. 4 championships, 6 overall. I mean.
It's meant the world to me. These are my best friends, and they're the ones that got me the ring, so. And I would never be here if it wasn't for Coach McMillan, and I'm not a crier. Coach McMillan always says I'm mean, but I am emotional, so yeah. It's been amazing, and I'll take a lot of memories from winning 4 championships and playing at all the places we've gotten to go, and now we get to go one more place for the NCAA tournament, so hopefully we can this year win a game and go to that next round.
Hopefully we're not flying anyway.
Make no mistake, 3 of these are the leaders. Everybody talks about these 2, but don't for a minute think that this team wouldn't be what it is without Megan. She's the one that is not afraid to say anything that comes to her mind to her teammates. And they're the one. I think they're more scared of her than they are these other 2.
What seed do you guys deserve in the tournament?
You know, I honestly haven't looked at it. My son, we ought to probably ask Matt what seed we deserve because he checks it quite a bit. Matt, what do you think? Say it. Which one? 13? Okay. You know, I thought 2 years ago the team that we had that was that won 23 games and won it was going to get a 14 or a 13, and we got a 15. Now, I'm going to attribute a lot of that to Pat Summitt and UT and UTM and the history, and I really do think that had a lot to do with it, which was fine. And we played well for about 30 minutes in that game. This year, I haven't looked. You just hope in the women's game that you can be a 13 or a 12. There are just no upsets at 14, 15, 16. And with them changing the format to where the top 4 teams are going to host, there will be no more 13s that win after this year. So, you know, we're going to hope that we can get down. We had a great resume. Our RPI was going in the right direction. Then it kind of stalled. So hopefully our resume is stronger this year than it's ever been. You know, we beat Alabama, we beat Winthrop and Quinnipiac are in the top 100, so we've got more wins there. Will they look at that? We need to get Brad Walker, wherever he is, and start putting him on the spot. But the committee will put us at one of those, and it all starts depending upon who wins and where the 2s and 3s are. You know, if we really are a 13, but there's a team that's close that ends up with a 3 seed, they'll just bump us to a 14 because it's closer. You know, I understand it. I'd probably do it too, but that doesn't make you feel real good.
Is this team better positioned to push deeper into the tournament game and try and get that upset?
Well, yeah, I think we are. We've got more firepower than we've ever had, and we can come at you in a bunch of different ways. And I think that our last 2 big games we played, Illinois and Florida State. Number one, we found as a coaching staff the style that we needed to play this year in our Illinois game. We lost by 12 or 15, but we figured out the style that we're going to play. And I told the girls that after the ball game. And since that game, we have been really, really good. And at Florida State, they were stubborn for about 15 minutes and didn't want to do what we were asking them to do. And then the last 35 we played, I think we won by 2 the last 35 minutes, which we had never done that against a BCS team. Won a second half. So I think we're in position now to be the best. This will be the best team heading into the tournament that we've ever had.
Any more questions?
Final question. Academically, you guys have all been there as well. You co-signed Academic All-American for Heather, and just talk, will each of you graduate in May and on time and everything like that too?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're all graduating in May.
All graduating, all 3.5s or better, and all, I mean, it's just they're poster children for NCAA women's basketball. And the champions are the ice cream or cherry on top, whatever the saying is. I don't know.
I think they're classy.
They are. They are.
First class.
Anything else? Thank you, guys.